Welcome everybody back to DHS SportsCenter. I am Ben Smith, and thank you for tuning in. On today's show, I will be interviewing the girls lacrosse team to talk about their experiences here at Dartmouth High School and being part of the lacrosse team. And we will also have highlights from this year's lacrosse team highlights. So stay tuned for that and more on DHS SportsCenter.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Eric Turkar from the Dartmouth District 1 Fire Department, and I'm here to talk to you about fire safety. Match safety is very important. We like to say that all big fires come from small fires, and a match basically is a small fire. So you want to make sure that those are safely away and away from any small children. There are different degrees of burns that you can get from any kind of flame or any kind of fire. 3 types. There's a first degree, second degree, and third degree. Those are your most common ones. First degree burn is basically a sunburn. Skin's red, hot to the touch, slightly painful. Second degree burn is a little more intense with pain and has blistering of the skin. You always want to make sure you never burst any of those blisters though that are there, because they can lead to infection. Third degree burns is your worst case scenario of your basic burns, and that's burning down into the skin layers, and you'll have a dark coloring to it, yellowish or a blackish color to it. This is your standard fire extinguisher, a little bigger than what you'll have at your house, but it's called an ABC extinguisher. It'll extinguish most fires in your house. Easiest way to remember how to use a fire extinguisher is the word PASS. P-A-S-S. And basically, all you do is you pull this pin, aim the nozzle at the fire, at the base of the fire, squeeze the handle, and then sweep it back and forth. That's your easiest way to remember how to use a fire extinguisher. Fire can be dangerous. It's useful, but can be very dangerous. So make sure you don't play with fire, and make sure you're prepared if a fire starts.
Welcome back, folks. I am here with the girls lacrosse team, 2 of the star players. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, so please introduce yourselves real quick.
I'm Kayla McGee. I'm a sophomore.
I'm Grace Haskell. I'm also a sophomore.
Excellent, excellent. So first things first, the girls lacrosse team had a great season, the first great season that they had in ever, I think. And this season, they went to the Elite Eight, and then they lost to Bedford. So first things first, can you tell us about your experiences first? I'll start with Kayla.
We've had a great season. I think we all really bonded this year. Highlight would definitely be the Burlington game because we were tied up and came back and won in overtime, and making it to the Elite Eight, making history.
Yeah, I think one big thing that made my experience so great was the bonds that we made. Like, we were such a family this year, and I think that it was different the past 2 years with COVID. We've never had like a real season as in high school, so I think this year was the most normal year, and we were all like a family. Like, every bus ride was a gift. After we had a game at Sandwich, and we were down most of the game, and we came back from a 6-goal deficit, and it was like we didn't even win, but it was just we did it together, and I think that was our success this season. We did everything together.
Yeah, and a lot of your teammates were seniors this year, including Sorrel Lawton, who got the 200th goal this season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big milestone for her. And you also had Kate Lamont. She also led the team throughout the past 4 years too, as well. Molly Rio, the goalie, she's also a good goalie for your team, and she's lead you with saves and stuff like that. I think she got 9 saves in the Burlington game, I believe. Other than that, how long have you guys been playing lacrosse for?
I started in 4th grade.
I started lacrosse in 3rd grade. I've been playing for a long time. We played DHS together, so we played all throughout elementary school. So.
Excellent. So speaking of onto COVID, did it affect you throughout the season last year, and when you guys were in 8th grade? Did it affect you throughout the past few years? And glad to be back into the.
I feel like it did. We missed out on our 8th grade season, which was really upsetting. I wanted to finish out like the DLAX program, but in last year too, we had to wear masks for like half the season,
Yeah.
I think. But it was great to come back this season. It felt like relatively normal. So
I think that COVID just was different, and we weren't as much of a family because everybody separated themselves by grade. I think it was unintentional, but I think Kayla and I were the only freshmen on the team last year, so they had already played together pre-COVID, so coming in as freshmen and being the only 2 on varsity as freshmen was really hard, I think, because they all knew each other and we didn't know anybody. And so, but I think that this year there was a lot brought to the team, especially without COVID.
Yeah, you guys got to meet a lot of new seniors who last year you played with, but this year they are graduating. You know, Sorrel Lawton. They said she might be the next Charlotte North of Cornell University.
Yeah.
And I think Sorrel has brought a lot to your team for the past few years, and all those other players who have been playing for Dartmouth lacrosse team. And I hope you guys, I encourage you guys to make a big step up throughout your whole career, high school career in lacrosse. I want to thank you guys very much for coming on today.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
No problem.
Dartmouth High School is committed to providing a quality education for all learners. Dartmouth High School is home to over 1,000 students with a variety of academic and extracurricular offerings that make Dartmouth High School a special place to learn. At Dartmouth High School, we have a program for you. From our world-class music programs to our exceptional varsity athletic offerings to the more than 20 advanced placement courses, students at Dartmouth High School have unique opportunities to grow and develop throughout their high school experience. Our mission at Dartmouth High School is to prepare all students for whatever opportunities they wish to pursue upon graduation. Whether you plan to continue your education at a 2, 4 trade or technical school, enter directly into the workforce, or volunteer in service to our nation, Dartmouth High School will prepare you for the future of your choosing. We invite students considering Dartmouth High School to shadow a current student, to experience a day in the life of a Dartmouth High School student. We are confident that you will walk away believing that Dartmouth High School is a special place to learn and to grow. We look forward to seeing you around Dartmouth High School soon.
Alright, this is the final episode, I forgot to mention, of the year, and we will be back next year. But before we end, I want to thank so many people. First up, I want to thank Mr. Parati, our media teacher here at Dartmouth High School, for giving me the opportunity to be the host of DHS SportsCenter. I want to thank our director, Holly Raposo. I want to thank our cameraman, Nick Mastrangelo. I also want to thank our audio person, Andrew Reed, who just graduated here from Dartmouth High School. He will be attending UMass Dartmouth next year. Meanwhile, I just want to thank Will Bouvier, my co-host. It has been a fun time with you, and I hope to bring this back next year with you and having you as my co-host. It was a fun time with you, and I enjoyed and cherished the moments we had. Thank you all very much. Have a great summer, and we'll see you back in the fall, folks. Bye, folks.